Welcome to the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham. In a moment, we're going to bring you this week's episode of Charlie Chan. But first, I do want to encourage you, if you're enjoying the podcast, to please follow us using your favorite podcast software. And I want to let you know about our other podcast. In particular, I'm highlighting the amazing world of radio at amazing.greatdetectives.net. Every Wednesday, we are presenting a new installment in our summer series, The Summer of Robert Louis Stevenson. So far, we've featured Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, The Treasure of Franchard, and The Bottle Imp. And of course, we've got so much more to come, including Treasure Island. Check it out over at amazing.greatdetectives.net, and check out all of our podcasts at the Great Detectives of Old Time Radio website. Well, here now are the 25th and 26th episodes in the Landini murder case, The Gun, and The Play is the Thing.
The most delightfully fascinating character in the realms of mystery, Charlie Chan. In the mystery of who killed Ellen Landini, the noted opera singer, Charlie Chan, the Honolulu detective, faces one of the most baffling cases of his long career. The crime has been further complicated by the murder of Dr. Swan, one of the suspected persons at Pine View. And Charlie Chan and Sheriff Holt find themselves overburdened with suspicions, motives, and hatreds, but woefully lacking in tangible clues. Investigations disclose the disturbing fact that Romano saw Ah Sing, the aged Chinese servant, enter the study the night of the murder. And Inspector Chan and Don Holt are discussing this when Charlie Chan notices Cecille in the passageway. She is trying to hide a gun, which the sheriff maintains has been recently fired.
Come, Cecille. Better, I think, that you accompany us to study.
But, Monsieur Chan, I can explain.
Precisely, Cecille. That is reason we are asking you to enter study in order that you may explain in comfort and in detail.
This gun, it is my husband. Oh, first the death of Landini. I am scared. Then the death of Dr. Swan. I am more scared. I asked Michael, please bring me that gun. I keep it in my room.
Do you make a habit of carrying it with you as you go from your room to the kitchen?
Oh, no, Monsieur Sheriff. But this morning, I find someone search my room. I think perhaps Monsieur Chan, perhaps Sheriff. Or suppose they search again, find gun, then they blame Michael for this murder.
Why, Cecille, should you assume that we should be likely to blame your husband?
Because, Monsieur Chan, because...
Yes, Cecille, because?
Because, Monsieur, it was not a secret that my husband hates that Swan. Many times before, my husband, he say, I could kill that Swan like what you call imbecile dog. But that, Monsieur, you understand, was nothing but talk. Oh, he talked too much, my husband.
I'm very much afraid, Cecille, that talking too much is a family complaint. You are guilty?
Me, Monsieur? Guilty? Oh, no, Monsieur Chan. I did nothing, I tell you before.
Permit me to finish, Cecille. I was about to say that you are guilty of carelessness in speech, partly due, no doubt, to difficulty of expressing yourself in English.
Oh, mais oui, monsieur. Oh, but yes, that is it. Oh, you do understand. Oh, monsieur is so kind.
You overwhelm me, Cecille. Please, the gun. Sheriff, I think it better that you deprive gun of potential danger to life by removing cartridges.
Right, Inspector. I'll put it over here on the desk.
Splendid. Cecille, for a moment, I am glad to say that I believe you. Further developments may cause me to change mind on that point. However, in meantime, you may go.
Eh bien, merci, monsieur. Thank you.
I can't believe that Cecile is guilty, Mr. Chan.
I do not think so myself, Miss Beaton. But beware the mother eagle when the eggs are hatched. Cecile was madly jealous of Landini's attachment for husband Ireland. And do not forget, I saw the look in her eyes that fateful night when Madame ordered Cecile to fetch blanket for little dog Trouble. And do not overlook Cecile's statement that her room had been searched.
Right, Inspector. But we mustn't forget that Leslie didn't see Cecile either enter or leave the study after you saw her walk down the hall.
Again, I say, soon the teacher will be taking lessons from the pupil. Pardon me while I walk up and down rooms. Must not neglect entirely exercise. Weather here not too good for a daily walk. I am missing daily stroll along 4th Street in Honolulu.
You have something on your mind, Mr. Chan. Something more than usual. What is it?
Indeed, yes, Miss Beaton. You see, as I said before, I am very fond of Sheriff.
Yes?
Nothing would give me greater pleasure than to stay here and assist Sheriff in solution of his first case. But purpose for which I came to Pine View, it is fulfilled. The tracing of Mr. Ward's son. I feel that I am staying as uninvited guest.
Oh, shucks, Mr. Chan. Mr. Ward wouldn't feel that way. He wants this thing solved as much as we do.
Quite so. But I have no official capacity.
Why don't you talk to Mr. Ward? I know he'll want you to stay.
Go and talk to him now. He's in his room. I saw him as I took Dad downstairs a few minutes ago.
Very good. I hope that others are as wishful that I remain as you. It may be compliment to host when guests remain long, but it is sign of thoughtlessness on part of said guest.
I'll go down and phone Cash Shannon to come over and mount guard while we go off on our little investigation.
Oh, you're both going away?
For a brief hour or two, no more. The deputy sheriff will amuse you.
Oh, all right. But I wish you weren't.
Come in.
Mr. Ward, I am embarrassed. Purpose for which I came to Pine View is achieved. Sad ending, I'm sorry to say. But whereabouts of your son is determined, and
And you should have your check, of course. Careless of me.
Please, no. Such was not my intent. I merely dislike to remain here as added burden to your hospitable nature.
Nonsense, Chan. Glad to have you here. The sheriff wants you to stay, and that's enough for me. Besides, I want this mystery cleared up.
But, Mr. Ward, have you thought of possible consequences of clearing up mystery?
Eh, what's that? What's that you said?
At moment of murder, 5 persons were wandering alone in house. In Swan, Romano, Miss Beaton, and Cecille, I presume you have no great personal interest. But in Fifth?
The fifth? Yes. Pardon me, but I have had so much on my mind that...
The Fifth, Mr. Ward, the last person to see Madame Landini alive.
Sing? Ah Sing? You can't mean Ah Sing.
Who else, please?
Ah Sing. Surely you haven't found anything that...
So far, we have been combing the hair of an iron donkey.
Just what I thought. I've known Ah Sing since I was a child. No kinder soul ever lived. I appreciate your talking to me about it. But I'll take a chance on our thing and... come in. Oh, yes, John.
I was looking for Chan. Don Holt said he was here.
And I'm leaving, so sit down.
Thank you. But we can retire to study.
It's all right with me.
You have something to tell me, Mr. Ryder?
Yes, Chan.
Then be seated.
Chan, I wouldn't have you think that... well, I'll explain. You read that clipping from the paper about my honeymoon with Landini. I'd always admired her. I followed her after a decent interval when she divorced Dudley. I found her in rather a discouraged mood. She agreed to marry me. Said she'd give up her career. Case of whither thou goest, a grand overpowering love. It lasted nearly a month.
I'm all attention, Mr. Ryder.
You see, I was bound for the mine. She came along, and it started to snow, and she couldn't get out, so she began to think. Night after night, it was what she'd given up for me. Paris, New York, London, Berlin. I reminded her of what I had given up. My freedom, peace of mind. And our hatred grew.
You have my sympathy. Your pardon, Mr. Ryder. I am not inattentive, but I am examining brooch which was found on floor.
Well, toward the end of the winter, I fell ill, desperately ill. But she scarcely looked at me. She left me there in my bunk at the mercy of a stupid old man who worked for us. When the first sled left in the spring, she left with it. That, Chan, is why I hated her. But it wasn't the kind of hate that leads to murder. I was too contemptuous of her to even think of her except as the one person in this world to be avoided.
Yes, Mr. Ryder?
That's all, Chan. I don't want you wasting your time thinking that I killed her. I didn't, and that's all.
That's all, Mr. Ryder. Thank you so much.
It is all, Chan. Now or any time.
I wonder if it is all. Is Mr. Ryder more clever than I think, or more foolish than his success would lead one to believe? So often he has tried to impress me that his hate is not the kind of hate which would lead to killing. What a tangled skein it is. Come in.
Well, what's the matter? You don't hear the dinner gong?
Most humbly apologize, Ah Sing. I did not hear dinner gong.
Oh, you're looking to dinner? Or perhaps you only taken an orange juice?
No, Ah Sing. To be perfectly frank with you, I am looking forward with much anticipation to dinner.
Oh, more better you come then. Now, you have one time, little more than he all the same catch cold.
15 seconds, Ah Sing, no more. While I complete scrutiny of article I have here, be so pleased to pass me glass on top of desk.
Oh, sure. This one all the same, he thought some hoko lao chile de continue power.
What's wrong, Ah Sing?
Oh, gun. You catch him gun?
Gun? Yes, Ah Sing. I catch him gun. You have seen gun before?
I think see gun before. Oh, you're crazy. No, I see him.
Do not lie to me, Ah Sing. You have seen gun before. Tell me.
No can lie, boss. I think no can lie no more. Yeah. Me see him gun before this time.
Yes, Ah Sing. Continue, please.
This all the same belong I Sing.
This gun belongs to you, Ah Sing?
Sure. Now no can help. Not can hide. This all the same my gun.
Before Charlie Chan can prevent him, Ah Sing picks up the revolver. His glance of scrutiny changes to a bland expression belying the cunning in his eyes, and he turns to Charlie Chan.
Me all the same crazy, boss. This is no my gun.
No, Ah Sing. What makes you think that?
Oh, me no thinking. Me sabe too much. This is all the same not my gun.
But you do have a gun, Ah Sing?
No. I Sing no got gun.
Please, Ah Sing, explain your contradictory statement.
Oh, long time before, somebody he break, sabe tie a break in this house. Me think more better me get some gun. Oh, me catch some gun all right. But now no can tell where gun he stay stop.
You mean that someone stole your gun?
Oh, maybe no steal. Catch the man come on this place in summertime. Maybe somebody make a mistake. Take my gun. Oh, too bad, but no can help. Suppose you like eat dinner? More better you hurry.
No, thank you, Ah Sing. This is more important.
Oh, me sorry, me make a mistake. But me think that gone long time gone away. Me thinking he come back, that's all.
How I sincerely wish that I could believe you, Ah Sing.
Oh, you don't believe you all I sing, huh? Oh, too bad. No can help.
Oh, here you are. We thought you were coming down to dinner.
Sit down, Mr. Holt. You too, Sheriff. That will be all, Ah Sing.
No eat, Mr. Chan?
No, thank you, Ah Sing. Sheriff, I am going to try an experiment.
Yes?
I am going to stage a little play, perhaps like Hamlet, who knows? The play's the thing wherein we'll catch the conscience of the king, otherwise our murderer.
Go on, I'm all attention.
With your honorable father's assistance, we shall place people in places they occupied night Madame Landini was murdered. Your honorable father will fire the shot, and it goes without saying that he will listen to voices as I question.
Fine idea, Mr. Chan. I'll do anything I can.
We shall share a secret.
And that is?
We three shall be only persons to know where shot is fired. Mr. Holt, I shall have Miss Beaton lead you to the study. She will undoubtedly lead you to the balcony. You think, despite your unfortunate blindness, that you could come to this spot before firing shots?
Let me see now. The balcony door should be about here. Yes, this is it, isn't it?
Right, Dad.
And I walk to here toward Mr. Chan.
Perfect, Mr. Holt. Now then, to avoid any appearances of conspiracy, we go downstairs. My arm, Mr. Holt.
And I am to do what, Inspector?
Watch faces. Also watch persons approaching study door when shot is heard.
How about a game of billiards, Dudley?
Fine, John. Suits me.
I think I will exercise on the piano. Ah, and here is Inspector Chan. We missed you at dinner, Inspector.
Yes, Inspector Chan. You missed a delightful dinner.
Sometimes investigations of murder are a very prolonged series of eliminations. I am going to ask of you cooperation for a few minutes while we try experiment. French Sûreté has made use of reconstruction of crime most successfully.
You mean, Chan, that you want us all to go through the motions of that particular night?
Precisely, Mr. Ryder. I wish each one of you to take position you occupied at time shot was heard.
But I thought you said that shot which we heard was not shot which killed Landini.
Quite correct, Mr. Romano. However, for this particular purpose, it is the misleading shot which we wish to investigate.
It's a lot of bunk, if you ask me.
Your pardon, Mr. Ryder, but we did not ask you. Be so kind as to cooperate. Thank you so much.
Since we don't know who fired that shot, Mr. Chan, how are you going to arrange that?
Honorable Father of Sheriff will take care of that, while Sheriff and I watch arrival of various persons at study door. Of course, Mr. Ward, there is no need for you. Mr. Beaton, those who were outside house to go any farther than downstairs hallway. And Miss Beaton, will you guide Mr. Holt's study?
Yes, Inspector. Take my arm, Mr. Holt.
Thank you, Miss Beaton.
Cecille, I particularly desire that you stand upon the same step on back stairs. You understand?
Oh, but of course, monsieur. Exactly as it was that night?
Correct, Cecile. Mrs. O'Farrell will be in the kitchen. You do not have to be afraid. There is nothing of which any innocent person should be afraid.
I am not afraid, Mr. Chan.
Mr. Romano, you will go to your room. If the door was closed, be pleased to close it this time.
Oh, but yes, of course. The door was closed. You wish me to go now?
Yes, Mr. Romano. Thank you.
Then you and I, Chan, we go to my room?
Quite correct, Mr. Ryder. Ah Sing is already in back of house where he found blanket. Mr. Ward, can I ask you to watch from bottom of stairs?
Anything at all, Inspector, that I can do to help you.
Yes. Now then, Mr. Ryder, I believe that only door to room in which you and I watch from window was open. Others will please close doors.
Do you really think you're going to gain anything this way, Chan?
Most certainly, Mr. Ryder. I should not waste time in idle gestures.
How long are we going to have to wait for the shot?
Any moment, Mr. Ryder. Do not forget, please, that Mr. Holt is blind and may take care.
Yeah. Now, we go to the study.
1 second, please. Time element, same as before. Now, go. Ah, there's Miss Beaton emerging from bedroom. Now we open the study door. Thank you, Mr. Holt.
Well, Inspector, did you learn anything?
Indeed, yes, Mr. Ward. Ah, here is Cecille. Tell me, Cecille, what was difference between situation this time as compared with night of murder?
Nothing, Monsieur Chan. Not one single thing.
You were in the same position?
Oh, yes, Monsieur Chan. Exactly as before.
That will be all, Cecille. Thank you so much. Mr. Ryder, did you notice any difference?
Nothing except the lack of excited voices.
Thank you, Mr. Ryder. You may go if you desire.
Come on, Dudley. Time for a game of billiards.
If Inspector Chan does not require me.
Not at all, Mr. Ward. Now then, Mr. Romano, your reactions, please.
My reactions, I think, yes, I am certain, same as Mr. Ryder. I note a lack of excited voices, but before I go, I cannot be sure it was a shot I heard. A noise of a plane, you know.
Thank you, Mr. Romano. That will be all, please. Miss Beaton, you will remain with us, please.
Certainly, Mr. Chan.
Be so good as to close study door, Mr. Sheriff. Thank you.
Well, Inspector, did you learn anything?
Yes, Sheriff. But first, I ask your honorable father, what do you think, Mr. Holt?
But how can Dad know anything? Anything more than I know. He wasn't here.
Nevertheless, he had opportunity to judge his voice. As he before remarked, his ears are his eyes.
Well, in the first place, Ryder lied.
Interesting. In what particular?
When he said that he didn't notice anything but the lack of excited voices.
So glad to find my own thought in agreement with you on that point.
Doggone it, I don't get it at all.
On 1 second, Sheriff. Next point, Mr. Holt.
Cecille spoke the truth, and Romano, I think he was searching his mind to make a comparison. If he did not tell the truth, it was not intentional.
Thank you, Mr. Holt. Now, Miss Beaton, you arrive on scene of shot in much less time. Can you explain?
Why, yes, I think I can explain. This time, the shot was so much louder that it startled me. And then, too, this time I knew what it was. Last time, I sat still a moment or two longer.
I see. But you agree the shot was much louder?
Very much so.
Now, Sheriff, that was where Mr. Ryder lied. From where we stood, Mr. Ryder and I in Mr. Ryder's room, shot was so much louder as to be obvious. Yet, Mr. Ryder apparently did not notice. Did you see significance?
I'm afraid I don't. It may have been because the cartridge was a blank.
It shouldn't have been, son. I had her well bitten down to give her plenty steam.
Observe, if you please, location of Mr. Romano's room. He does not note difference. Cecille on back stairs, she does not note difference. Your humble servant in Ryder's room, I do note difference. Miss Beaton in room once removed from study, she notes difference.
I get it. Yes, sir, you're right. I get it.
Well, I don't.
Neither do I.
All persons occupying rooms facing in same direction as balcony of study note difference. Person in other parts of house do not.
Now I see. Now I've got it. You mean that the shot which you heard was fired from the balcony, but the shot which actually killed Landini wasn't fired on the balcony at all. It was in the room. She was killed probably beside the desk.
Correct, Sheriff. I asked Mr. Holt to stand on balcony when he fired blank cartridge in belief that persons occupying same positions as before would note difference.
But still, Mr. Chan, what difference does it actually make where Landini was killed?
That, Miss Beaton, is of little matter now. Important thing is, why did Mr. Ryder lie?
Yes, indeed. Why did John Ryder lie? Was it because when the murder was committed he did see something which he had denied? Or was he too close to the killer's pistol to be a judge of the volume of sound? After you have heard your sponsor's message, Inspector Chan will favor us with another of his philosophical Chinese sayings. Mr. Chan, I want you to know that our audience is very appreciative of these little good-night thoughts.
So happy to please, Mr. Wilson. Tonight I have in mind the fact that on several occasions Mr. Ryder, for no apparent reason, has not told truth. Sooner or later he will be found out. Man who builds scaffold takes care that no weak timbers are used in construction of foundation. When man builds structure of story around lie, when lie is discovered, entire structure topples about his shoulders.
Thank you, Mr. Chan. And good night.
Welcome back. The part where Ah Sing thought the 45 was his was actually the cliffhanger to episode 25. And then the part when he said immediately, "No, that wasn't my gun, never mind," is one of those really cheap cliffhangers I don't much care for. But again, you're having to do 38 of these in this serial, so it is what it is, and some of the cliffhangers won't be quite as good. I like Charlie Chan's subtle wry put-downs, like when Cecille was talking about Michael talking too much and him saying it was a family affliction. There is this way where he is always polite, but he always finds a very clever way to get in some cutting remarks. And I also loved his response to writers, "If you ask me." I also appreciated him checking in with Dudley Ward. On these programs and in detective fiction in general, particularly during the golden age of radio, detectives seem to think that the presence of a corpse justifies them taking charge and remaining, but Chan's thought process is, I don't have official authority, and I'm beyond the remit of what I was brought here to do. It was thoughtful and says a lot about him as a person. The episode didn't make me more suspicious that Ryder was the murderer, but I am with Chan. He's lying about something and knows something. Now, I might buy that he didn't hate her enough to kill her, but the idea that he only hated her enough to avoid her seems not to be truthful either, because if that was true, why did he join Ward's ex-husband's club, which was meant to bring pressure on Landini to reveal the truth about Ward's son? It does suggest some additional ill will torture. Well, now we turn to listener comments and feedback, and we start off a comment on Instagram. Gelbean57 writes, love Charlie Chan, he's the man. But on Facebook, have a comment here from Emmett who writes, it's really taking me a long time to warm to Charlie Chan. At best, it's as annoying as Mr. Chameleon. At worst, it's Boston Blackie. I'll keep listening just in case I find I've been missing something. Well, thanks for the comment. I will say that this is somewhat unique for American radio drama. At least what survives, because we've got this serialization of a novel. And even when novels are serialized, it's generally not like this. You might have a situation where Just like, say, on World's Great Novels, you get the Moonstone and it's adapted into 4 half-hour episodes. And maybe 25 minutes of story for each episode, so 100 minutes. And they did similar things when they serialized The Hound of the Baskervilles and other Sherlock Holmes stories during the Rathbone Bruce run, although sadly those serializations are lost. This was 39 episodes, and you have probably about 10 minutes of story per episode, when you take out the music and all that. So we're talking about 6.5 hours of story to tell a mystery novel. What makes this unusual is that we're not talking about a sort of all-time classic mystery novel. There are a couple of surviving Australian adaptations of Philip Marlowe novels that are 52 episodes long. Though those surviving ones are The Lady in the Lake and The High Window, which at best are mid-tier Marlowe novels. But they were more exciting stories than this one. This one moves at a really slow, relaxing pace. I enjoy it for the character and the feeling that you're getting a old-fashioned mystery novel just translated to radio. But it is a lot slower paced than many other things. All that to say, if you're not quite into this, don't totally give up on Charlie Chan. We do have another serial after that that's much shorter. It's 7 episodes, and we'll play it over 3 weeks. And then we have a bunch, well, not a bunch, but we have a few standalone stories that are self-contained. But this is different, and if you don't enjoy this, there's more Charlie Chan to come that you may enjoy. And then we have a comment from Dean who writes, one thought that maybe makes sense as to why the blackmail continued is that while we are told he is the son, he is not the biological son. She had an affair that was very serious, thing that was very bad for the public image of yourself back in those days. So avoiding scandal at all cost was her only hope. I appreciate the comment, Dean, and I think this may come into the point where there's a bit of a lack of clarity from having the first 6 episodes missing, and so some of the details aren't as clear. I tried to explain that when I recorded the sort of summary of the story prior to Charlie Chan starting his investigation. But the situation with Landini's baby was that the baby was conceived while she and Ward were still married. So it was Ward's son. By the time that the baby was born, they were either divorced or well in the process of the divorce, that she gave the child to this other family. So the child wasn't conceived out of wedlock. I don't think that would be the motive. And with Landini, scandal is kind of built in, because having had 3 divorces and being in the process of a 4th, while not unheard of, would also have been scandalous and not good for her reputation. So from what we know about the birth of the baby, I don't think that it would have been any scandal that wasn't already baked in when it came to her reputation. But I appreciate your thought and the opportunity to clarify that a little bit. All right, well, now it is time to thank our Patreon supporter of the day, and I want to thank Griselle, Patreon supporter since December 2024, currently supporting the podcast at the rookie level of $2 or more per month. Thanks so much for your support, Griselle. And that will do it for today. If you're enjoying the podcast, please follow us using your favorite podcast software. And be sure to rate and review the podcast wherever you download it from. We will be back next week with our next installment in the Landini murder case, but join us back here tomorrow for Broadway's My Beat, where...
This is a new kind for you, isn't it, Danny? Yeah. This is how it goes here in the barrio. You grub, you pray, you die.
The dead man. Know him?
Now I do. Before that, he was just another face you said Buenos Dias to. Now there's a knife in his back that makes me know him better.
Who was he?
Emilio Ramirez, a kid, lived in a tenement on 99th. Well, here's the address. I found it in his wallet.
Yeah. How?
These people tell me they were having their evening prayer, like Vespers. Emilio staggered in from the street, cried out for his mother, died.
Any ideas?
A few, maybe. Some leads, maybe.
You'll work this with me, huh, Johnny?
Sure, but maybe it'd be better if I took it alone for a while. They know me up here, Danny. I grew up in this.
I hope you'll be with us then. In the meantime, send your comments to box13@greatdetectives.net. Follow us on Twitter at Radio Detectives and check us out on Instagram, instagram.com/greatdetectives. From Boise, Idaho, this is your host, Adam Graham, signing off.